Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and today we have the finals of the ESL Mobile Open between Tribe Gaming and Zombie Doom. The winner is going to be getting $10,000 here today. All right, so we're going to be covering the ESL Mobile Open Season 4 Grand Finals between Tribe Gaming and Zombie Doom. We've covered a bunch of other type of these wars for the ESL Mobile Open. You'll see here all the different thumbnails of all of the ESL Mobile Open wars that I have covered. Plus, I'll be covering this with Envirum and Echo. Echo will be doing a casting as well. So if you want to see game number 2, this is a best of 3. You have to go to the link down in the description of this video. This is game number 1. And the winner of this best of 3 series will get $10,000. Absolutely wild. It's crazy. This is the grand finals. Let's go ahead and check out the war for game 1 of the finals.
Let's get things underway. It is time for our first war of the day, our first attack of the day, as Tribe Gaming is taking on Zombie Doom. CarbonFin, take it away.
Oh yeah, we have Rigatores coming in with a Sui Alalo on this attack. He does charge directly over at 9 o'clock, straight into this Eagle Artillery, pulls out the Clan Castle. That poison's going to be pretty easy to get through these witches. And once he gets this Val using 3 of the heroes, he's got to fly around with 3 Lava Hounds. And notice he does have 2 skeleton spells, which he's going to have to find a way to take out both the Royal Champion and the enemy Queen in this base.
That is going to be a tall order, but man, Rigatores is starting things off strong. That was such a money compartment to take down. Not only do you get the Eagle Artillery, not only do you get the CC, take down 2 air defenses and do a ton of work. The left side of this base is in shambles. Those heroes went on a run.
Yeah, he's going to have to now fly from the bottom side or the top. Let's see. Yep, there it is. From the bottom, there comes the Lava Hound straight into this scatter shot. But he does have that Stone Slammer. He's probably going to have to switch it off to a Blimp and send it for the Town Hall and secure that. But there comes the first Skeleton spell right over the Royal Champion to help take her down. And there it is. The Blimp's going to make its way straight to this Town Hall. Hopefully there's no traps that's going to pick it off. But he's moving his way around. It's looking pretty good so far.
It is indeed, and we are going to see, oh, the balloons pop out of it there. Nice use of the Eternal Tome as well. A nice freeze taking down this Town Hall here. That's massive. That's 2 stars already achieved here from Rigatores, and that's a lot of balloons still left alive.
Yeah, the balloons are making their way. The Queen is still up. The skeletons are unfortunately not able to take her down, but he has the final haste down, moving straight into the scatter shot, and it goes down. I mean, you don't have to kill off the enemy heroes. Just got to take all the buildings down, and it's looking pretty good for Rigatores.
This is looking really good for Rigatores. I need to remind those of us at home, you just joining us here, how we score Clash of Clans. You get your first star for getting 50% of the opponent's base destroyed. You get your second star for taking down the opponent's Town Hall, and you get your third star if and only if you destroy 100% of the opponent's structures. If you take them all down, you don't have to take down these heroes, but a 3-star to start this war would be absolutely wild for Rigatores and CarbonFin. I think that's what we'll see.
Oh, wow. Beautiful attack coming from Rigatores, and I truly think he's one of the best air attackers in the world, showing it on display right here, coming through. It doesn't even, I think, take out the enemy Queen. He's gonna finish it off. Yeah, the Queen stays alive for a 3-star to kick it off for Tribe Gaming. Very nice attack right there. Wow.
With time to spare, that was an absolutely epic opening to this war. The 3-star hit from Tribe Gaming. It doesn't get any better than that. And that's what I come to expect from a finals event here for the ESL Mobile Open. That is the best possible way to start off this war. CarbonFin, you talked about Rigatores really quickly. What makes him so good at those air attacks?
It's just he could do almost any charge, like a Queen charge into Lalo. He can do Sui Lalo, pretty much any base. He could even take it down. I have been trying so much recently at Town Hall 13, but with those scatter shots, it makes it so difficult, but he still finds a way to get it done.
He just has the sense. He's just got the vibe for it. I love to see it, and there's a reason why he was brought in, this all-star player, onto this Tribe roster, but that's attack number 1 in the books. Let's get on in to our next attack. Let's see what the response is going to be from Zombie Doom. It's Keith from Zombie Doom. He's coming on in. Talk us through this attack.
Looks like Kiva's coming in with the drag bat, but he's got a mix of dragons and these E-drags. But this is looking like a pretty common base. So let's see if Rigators has some surprises in here. The Queen is on the outside, going to help take down this Royal Champion. And he's using some E-drags on the outside to set the funnel to go straight for this Town Hall. And he's going to move his way in. And as long as he can pull it, he's going to get a ton of value in this core.
Yeah, but those two sweepers, that's where I'm keeping my eye on. They are both, that one on the right is pointed up towards the top here, and it is going to slow this down, but it doesn't make a whole lot of difference when you got that much firepower, literal firepower, looking at two dragons with that Eternal Tome as well to tank the damage. That's massive, and then a bat wave coming in from the left-hand side. Ooh, it does get two of those defensive structures in the freeze, but he's got to chain those up beautifully.
Yeah, he's moving his way. The bats are coming through the top side. There is a corner Tesla over at 9 o'clock. And let's see if the Queen's going to make her way through. But he's got one more free spell left for these bats. And there is no more splash. So as long as these bats can move their way through, they should be pretty good because those are two ground expos on the back end.
They are indeed, but the Eagle Artillery is still going to be raining down through this. They need to deal with it. There we go. The bats are over, but the minute and 43 seconds left on the clock. There's the last freeze as well. Maybe used a little bit late. No, going to be trying to keep that dragon alive, but this is looking pretty sparse here at the end, Carbon. I don't know if there are going to be enough bats left to get this done. There's still a lot of structures remaining.
Well, he's got one wizard tower up top. I mean, it's going to be a matter of time at this point. The dragon's going to fly their way around. He's got to make his way to the wizard tower and the Tesla, and it should be good. But we're getting some. It's spinning right now. It's connecting, and the dragons are finally there. They're moving their way through, and I think with about a minute 20 left, this is going to be a 3-star as long as these dragons make their way up. And this is looking good.
Keith, got to get on AT&T 5G, my man. Come on, this attack is coming down to the wire here, but still, this is such a solid response from Zombie Doom. I questioned that Troll Tesla off to the left side. I wondered if maybe that was going to be the difference maker here in getting these final few structures, but I don't think that's going to be the case. With a minute left on the clock. Oh, hang on. Maybe my gut instinct might have been not too far off here.
The only thing that could stop him is some seeking air mines, but the dragons already flew through the base in this direction. So if anything, they pulled all the traps. He's just got, oh, wait a second. There's a Tesla that's all the way on the
I was looking at the percentage.
Right side. Yeah, 98. So he's got to fly all the way back to the Tesla over at 9. And then I think he should have the time. It should be, the warden at least will be able to make it there. Uh-oh.
I mean, there's a reason they're called Troll Teslas because that's what they do. Just you know, all over the place right now. 18 seconds, 17. Okay, hang on.
Oh my.
I think he's gonna get it, but this is gonna be so close. Carbon.
This is going to be close. You got 10 seconds here. This Grand Warden, I think it only takes, what, 2 shots here? 5 seconds. There it is. And the second shot. There he gets the triple on Rigators' base. Wow. That couldn't have been any closer right there. Wow.
That's what I expect to see, though. We're in the finals. I want back-to-back threes, but definitely also ones that give me heart attacks because that was so close. We've seen 99% 2-star quote-unquote fails. We have seen them in the past. And like I say, this is my quote for Clash of Clans. There are 2 heartbreaking numbers that we see in this game. The first one is 49%, and the second one is 99%, because nobody likes being 1% off that triple. But still, what an amazing response to Zombie Doom. And we are now still tied going into this next attack. What an opening, Carbon.
It's been unbelievable. This is the finals. The best 2 teams competed here, and they deserve to be in this spot. 2 3-stars to kick off this war. You couldn't have asked for anything better.
You literally could not. It literally doesn't get any better than that. Correct use of the word literally. Let's get into attack number 3. Let's see how Tribe Gaming can respond to this. Here we go. It's going to be Nick coming on in with an interesting base design here for King Tut.
Yeah, we're going to see another Lalo attack coming from Tribe Gaming. Nick is a fantastic Lalo attacker, just like Rigators. Let's see if he can end up taking out this clan castle. That CC was all the way on the edge, so it was really easy to lure. It uses 1 baby dragon to pretty much take out these ice golems and that witch in the poison. And now he's going to have 5 free spells as he flies around this base. But take notice, there are at least 2 ground expos in the core but the town hall is kind of isolated around.
Yeah, and this base design, it's not. I'm trying to look at it. I'm trying to figure out where I would attack this from. It looks like it is going to be up top here, needing to deal with these Inferno towers, going in with the Queen to try and start to set up this funnel. But we are going to have some sweepers as well, pointing up towards the top there, so keep an eye for that when the air attack does eventually come through. But then you've got those 2 scatter shots and the Eagle down towards the bottom part of this base. No matter what angle you come at it at, this base design from King Tut, I love it.
Yeah, he's going to be able to use the Queen ability to take out this multi-target Inferno right there. And now he's going to start the lava. Looks like from the top side, he's going to have this Lava Hound fly directly into this single target Inferno. Going to go down pretty quick. But he's got to get this Grand Warden down with these balloons to fly around. I don't know if he's going to save the blimp to send it for the Town Hall. It looks like it, because the Royal Champion's coming over on the right side, and she should hopefully help take out the enemy Royal Champ. But where's this girl? Oh, no! He was late on the Grand Warden. Uh-oh. He's over on the outside.
Wait a second, that light forest, that light forest now is not being had by all those balloons, and they are now even easier to pop right now. They are going to be raged up, and the haste spell is actually going to be helping the Grand Warden get in a little bit. That was actually huge. That residual haste spell is massive, but he does not have his... Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness, that was just time.
Oh my goodness, this Warden came back into the raid. I don't know how he did it. Down goes the scatter, has one more freeze left in the space. The Royal Champion's going to be able to help move her way to the top side. Going to help tremendously with one freeze. This is actually looking pretty strong here.
Yeah, I would definitely want to save that freeze looking up towards that top Inferno tower. But okay, this Grand Warden, he was like the guy in your group project in high school who like you didn't hear from, and then he showed up the night before, but instead of doing nothing, did a ton of work. He did more than just the bibliography in this one. He showed up big time. They need to take down this final Inferno tower. I'm not sure it's gonna... man,
no!
I don't think it's gonna quite be enough.
No, he's not going to get it with just about 24 seconds. That single target Inferno is going to be the only thing that stands up. It's probably going to be about close to a 97. I don't know if they're going to get through the storage in time. They might be able to. Yeah, it looks like they will, but oh, that's the final thing. If only that Grand Warden flew a little bit sooner into the core, he might have been able to use that Warden ability a little bit earlier. Oh, Nick, what a nice try there.
Oh, man. That was so close. One slight mistake, one little slip up, not getting the Grand Warden down in time with the rest of the troops. A little bit heartbreaking there from Nick, from WHF. There's a question mark in his name, and I was questioning that play a little bit. He managed to rally, recover. That haste spell lasted like the 2 seconds it needed to get the Grand Warden back into the fray, but still, not a 3-star. An amazing hit, an amazing performance. However, this has created an opening for Zombie Doom.
Yeah, they have a chance now. It wasn't a triple, but still, this war is going to be super close. And remember, we've seen so many wars come down to a tie on stars, and the percent is what makes the difference. And that's probably what's going to happen in this war. It's going to be neck and neck.
It is absolutely going to be, and it already is. Let's get into our next attack. Let's see what Zombie Doom can do to respond to Tribe Gaming, who are having a 98.5% average going into this. And I think that's a great point that you mentioned before, CarbonFin, for those of us just joining us, how we score this as a match going into this. So we look at the total number of stars. At the end of the war, after all 10 attacks, the team with the most stars is declared the winner. However, if they are tied in terms of stars, we go to average percentage damage dealt, which is what you're seeing there on the right side of your screen. But let's get into this attack. The Grand Warden, the Coco Loon, Grand Warden walk with the Coco Loon to start things off.
Yeah, we have King Icy using the Yetis and Bowlers. He's going to use this Grand Warden to help set the funnel. And the beautiful thing about the Grand Warden, he is that support hero. So when you drop the Yetis, the Bowlers near him, he'll stop hitting whatever he's targeting and go follow and help support. That's one of the reasons why we tend to use the Grand Warden over Queens, because if the Queen goes the wrong way, she is off and she is not going to come back. But let's see if he can pull this Grand Warden to make his way back to the Town Hall here.
That's exactly what they're going to try and do, and there it is. Using these Yetis and Bowlers going on in. They've got the preemptive jump spell already down, but now we see the Eagle Artillery on the right side of the base. Going to start to rain down some destruction on these attackers with the Giga Inferno here as well. The Quad Quake in the center of the base to open everything up. This is a big play, but that Town Hall needs to go down.
Yeah, the Town Hall is about to go down. It's the Warden ability might have been just used a little bit early, but none of the bowlers actually made their way to the Town Hall. So he's making it through the core. The poison's down, and he has the Hogs coming through the top side of this base as well. That single target Inferno looks like, okay, it does just go down from the Yeti Mites there. With the Royal Champion at the bottom side of this base, it's looking pretty strong as long as he can keep this push going through.
Yeah, this was massive. Those scatter shots, though, were left uncontested for quite a while. Finally, that multi-target Inferno on the right side is going to go down, but the Queen is here, popping her Royal Cloak ability, making her go invisible to all of those defensive structures as she is able to summon those archers and move on through, and the healers are still alive. The Royal Champion is going to drop, but they need to take down these last few defensive structures, but this is looking pretty good so far from King Icy.
Yeah, he's got one baby dragon to drop into space. The Queen looks to be taking out the scatter shot there. There's the baby dragon coming over on the right side. It's going to be a matter of the cleanup at this point because I think the Queen's going to have enough to help take the base down. It's going to be a matter of time.
It really is. We've got archers on the left side. We've got a baby dragon and a wizard on the right. Queen, though, looks like she is going to go down here. But actually, that might not have been the end of the world here, because the Queen would have spent her time going through that wall. The Grand Warden would have to help support her. But now, because the Queen has dropped, the Grand Warden can go off on his own. Yes, you don't have the raw DPS, the damage per second that you would have had with the Queen, but now you're not wasting the time getting through these walls. So that might have actually been a blessing in disguise, Carbon.
Yeah, that is absolutely true because the Warden would have helped assist the Queen, would have taken a bunch of time right there. But now it's going to come down to this Grand Warden. Can he take out these final buildings? But I think the Grand Warden's not going to have enough unless he like one-shots some of these here. The air defense, oh no! He gets the 99% for Zombie Doom. Oh my, you even talked about it before. Those two numbers not going to connect for the 3-star, but that does put them in the lead right now in game number 1.
You hate to see it. Yeah, I mean, you love to see it, but you hate to see it. 99% 2-star coming on in from Zombie Doom. This is, I think, pretty unequivocally the strongest 4-attack start we have seen yet in a war in the ESL Mobile Open. We have seen, I mean, other than the one where it's like 4 3-stars back to back, but that was an outlier. In the finals, this is the best start we have seen, and I expected nothing less. Tribe Gaming is now back up to bat. Our midway point here, attack number 3 for them, attack number 5 in the war. They just witnessed a 99% hit. Can they respond with a 3-star? Let's find out.
Oh, yes. Here we go. It's going to come down to Sir Longsword coming in, and he's deciding to come in with a Yeti bowler attack as well. Uses the Grand Warden up top to help set a bit of a funnel, and looks like he wants to charge directly into this Town Hall to make sure he takes that down nice and early. He's going to fight through 3 single target Infernos, also dropping that Siege Barracks nice and early to get that P.E.K.K.A. Either looks like it's just going to walk around the outside, help set this funnel, and then he needs to pull this Grand Warden to make his way back up to the top.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about the Siege Barracks as well, because of course that is a new addition coming in with Town Hall 13. How much has it changed up these attacks so far?
Initially, people were thinking the Siege Barracks wasn't going to be strong. People were like kind of dismissing it. But then after we started to figure out the certain attack strategies that you get that extra P.E.K.K.A, you get all those wizards. Plus, you usually see Hog Riders, which is what does come out in this attack here, because they can jump over the walls at a delayed response there, and then they can help take out those buildings. And look at this. Now he has the Royal Champion come behind, and it's a huge and it's a beautiful addition to the game. And now we're going to have to see if the Royal Champion can help clear the bottom side with one more rate spell to use. I'm going to keep my eye on the single. It looks like it's locking onto this Grand Warden here.
Oh, no. That's not an ideal situation. Got to get out of range there. And there's also one giant bomb in the center of the base that did so much damage to all of those hogs. But, oh, the Queen, she's got to get back over there. She's got to take down the single target. Inferno. Nice use there of that Royal Cloak. Got to survive on through that. The Royal Champion, though, is still alive down here towards the bottom side. She won't be... Oh, she still is. Yeah, the Yeti is doing a great job of tanking for her, but she has to use that shield ability. She's not going to have the life steal to get back up, which means that, oh, this attack is starting to fall a little bit flat, Carbon.
Yeah, it was looking pretty solid there, but the Queen ended up moving up, and the Grand Warden got picked off. Unfortunately, got targeted by that single target Inferno. And once it locks onto you, and you don't have an ability, you don't have a free spell, and you can't get out of its range, it's going to take you down really quickly. He does have the King moving around, grabbing a bit more percentage, but unfortunately, this is going to fall short for Sir Longsword, and this is exactly the defense that Zombie Doom was looking for.
Yeah, this is absolutely massive, starting to shut down the momentum of Tribe Gaming here. I would say many consider them the favorites going into this, one of the largest mobile esports organizations, if not the largest mobile esports organization in North America. Zombie Doom, again, they have some experience playing on that world stage, and it is showing right now, keeping it to only 78%, which again, on any other day, a 78% two-star hit, that's respectable. That's solid.
Yeah.
Solid is not good enough. You need to be excellent. You need to be great.
Yes, exactly. You have to be great in these finals here because they worked so hard to get here, but this is a best of 3, remember? So this is game number 1. We're going to have to see what happens. We're not going to predict anything too far in advance here.
I'm not predicting anything, Carbon.
Attacks, but we're going to see. We'll have to see these final attacks here. Cannot wait.
This is true. We are at the halfway mark. 5 attacks have been done. Zombie Doom is next up to bat their 3rd attack. Let's check it out. Let's see what Emery can do. I got a chance to sit down and chat with him before the match here, going into the base of Lexnos. Lexnos, max out your walls, buddy. Come on.
Yes. Well, you were able to speak to both of them. So Emery decides he wants to take on Lexnos' base, coming in with the hybrid attack. He's got the hogs, he's got the miners, and the thing you want to keep in mind for the hybrid is using that queen to set that funnel and get her into the core. It's looking like he's going to try to get her maybe into this Eagle artillery. Doesn't have any wall breakers or any jump spell. And once you set a narrow funnel for the miners and hogs, you can deploy them all with the Grand Warden and the Raw Champion, and they absolutely crush bases. This is one of the most common attack strategies right now at Talent 13.
Oh, absolutely. The hybrid is something we started to see back in Season 3 last year in 2019, but really seeing a lot more of it now in 2020. There is the Battle Blimp going on in. There is the first star achieved. So nice opening salvo here from Emery. Queen is going up here, continuing to extend this funnel. And this is exactly what you were talking about, raging up those healers as well. Just as important as raging up that queen, because they're angry healers. They heal better when they're mad. I don't know, like the weird anti-Hulk.
Yeah, I dropped that poison for those pups right there. Usually, he does drop a baby dragon. Usually, typically see a minion to help deal with potentially pups, but he is forced to pop that queen ability really early there. Keep an eye on that. That might come back to haunt him. We're going to have to see the king is not setting the funnel all the way up and around. These miners could run to the top side and leave these hogs behind here.
Oh, that's absolutely huge. The king going into the base right now. That's actually pretty massive. And as you mentioned before, doesn't have a whole lot of ways to get over those walls. He's got to break through the old-fashioned way. However, it seems like the hogs are still going in the direction they're meant to. Nice freeze going down there onto the scatter shot, which will absolutely decimate these troops moving on in. Good use of the heal spells. So the way you want to use these heals that we're seeing them still take a lot of damage, you want to place them where the hogs are, but also where they're going to be, and where they're not right now is taking out this scatter shot.
Yeah. Wow, it looks like his queen went down really early there. Pops the Grand Warden Tunnel Tome. All these hogs went way in front, was not able to keep them alive. And this is looking like a low percent 2-star here. And Lex is going to try to hold up a little bit more here. Can Emery get a bit more percentage with some miners moving around on the outside? Doesn't have any more cleanup troops to drop. The Grand Warden does just go down here, and he has the final king that's going to get locked down by that single target Inferno at the bottom side.
Oh yeah, that's going to be very difficult to deal with. The king being kept alive a little bit longer by these heroes, or by these healers, I should say. But as you mentioned before, a low percentage 2-star hit. I like how we say 75% like it's really that low. But again, at this caliber, at this level of play, anything sub, I would say 90% even, is really where we're looking to have these players be. But keep in mind, we always talk about the attack strategies. We always talk about how important, the different troop compositions and how they place their units and the timings of their hero abilities. But at the same time, base building is critical for this as well. And again, I joked with Lex to start that one, but the base held up well. Yeah.
It did, and sometimes, and like you mentioned, his walls were not maxed out. They were pretty weak, but he had the hybrid. They just went under and over the walls, and at that point, it didn't really matter. It just mattered on the defensive levels right there, and it was able to hold up for Tribe's defense.
Really solid there, Tribe, answering back 78%. We had 100%, 100%. 97%, 99%, 78, 77. They are neck and neck. They are toe to toe right now. We are more than halfway through this war. Let's get back into it. Tribe Gaming. Who is it going to be? It's going to be Hex. It was here to step up and say, look, guys, we started this war off with a 3-star. I'm going to try and do it again.
Yeah, Hex is coming in with the hybrid attack as well. Drops that blimp. Hopefully he can help take out. He does take out that Royal Champion through the rage. Single target Inferno goes down. Pulls out the Dragon and that Witch CC right there. It's going to help let that move over to the Queen, take it out, and then he can have the hybrid. It looks like he's just going to have this Queen walk all the way to the bottom side of this base, and the hybrid, the Miners and Hogs, will come from the top side, move their way straight into that Town Hall. I can expect probably the King to, it looks like he's actually going to come up there as well, but this is looking pretty solid here. It's going to get a nice charge. He's going to push his way right to the core.
This is exactly the way you want to set this up with your funnel. We talk about setting funnels in Clash of Clans. Now, Carbon, for those just joining us here who may not be super familiar with the term, what exactly does that mean?
Well, funnel is using your heroes or your troops to help make it so that your core attack, which here it is, the Miners and the Hogs, so they can go exactly where you want. And he took out the left, he took out the right side, and he wanted to get them to go directly into the core to that Town Hall, and they do. The healers transfer off of here, but as long as he keeps these alive, drops the freeze on the scatter and that eagle, this rage in the core is going to do tremendous work.
That's doing a ton right there. Nice use, chaining up the freeze. The scatter shot is going to go down. The Eagle Artillery is going to go down. The heal spells are there as well. Like I said before, where your troops are and where they are going to be. The heroes are splitting up beautifully right here. We got a Queen on the right, healers in the middle with the Grand Warden. We got the King up there towards the top. I mean, this is looking pretty good so far from Hex.
Yeah, it's going to come down to this single target Inferno, and if that can go down, but the big thing is all these storages are on the outside. I was thinking the King was going to come over there more towards 10 o'clock and help clear all this so the Miners can stay inside the base, but it's going to come down to this King, the Grand Warden, and that Queen on the outside. They just have to be able to overwhelm that single target Inferno, and it might be able to get it. He's got a ton of troops here that are distracting it.
Yeah, there's so many troops there, and like you mentioned before, of course, it is single target. It will chew through one of those single units, but when you can throw bodies at it, that's where it does struggle. Though the Grand Warden is going to be the next one up on the menu, but I think there's still enough troops here that they are likely going to be able to take this down. Queen, this one's going to come up to you. Hang on, though. Yeah. They got to get in there. They got to take this down. This one's actually going to be pretty close.
Oh, that Queen helped take out that Expo right there. He's got a handful of Miners that just need to take out this single target Inferno. It looks like it's going down. And Hex gets that 3-star for Tribe Gaming with the hybrid. Beautiful hit right there. And that is exactly what they needed.
That's exactly, I started this off. I said, Hex, you saw that first one. You saw that first hit. He's like, that's a 3-star. I can do a 3-star. Let's do a 3-star. And that's exactly what we saw. Beautiful play, textbook. The healers kind of went off and did their own thing, but it ended up working well. The use of the spells. That's one thing I don't think we hype up nearly enough. That is that micro interaction, the thing you're able to control once the troops are on the board. The free spells were amazing. The heal spells were on point. That's exactly what I want to see, and that just goes to show why he is such a top player. But Zombie Doom not out of this yet. They need to retaliate. They need to get a 3-star. Can they get it done? CarbonFin, we're about to find out.
Oh yeah, I believe Zombie Doom definitely have what it takes, and they're going to be hitting SLS in this next attack, coming in with the Yeti's bowlers. He does have 2 P.E.K.K.A.s as well, and a Witch. Usually you might tend to see a Witch going to be used with a King on the outside, but oh my goodness, look at this Seeking Airmine flying all the way across the base. How unfortunate. It's going to take out a healer here all the way in the left side of the base.
Oh my goodness. I think he could have like quick snap reaction to, but no, he couldn't even. Okay, never mind. That would have been, that's so unfortunate. That's not how you want to start things off. At least this top compartment went down. That was huge. I mean, and that's the thing. When we first started seeing some of these new strategies coming out in early 2020, we often saw people trying to like beeline for the town hall. But now it seems like these sort of compartment smash openings have become really, really common use with that battle blimp.
Yeah, the Battle Blimp has become part of the meta nowadays, using those Yetis to help take down a section or even the Town Hall. And it works so well in the attack strategy, especially with Hybrid, with Yetis. Pretty much can be used in any attack strategy. Takes out a section of the base. But in this one, he's going to charge his way directly in. There is a little opening in this wall here, so he's taking advantage of it. He's going to charge in, drops his poison on the Ice Golems. Town Hall does activate. Get ready to see this Grand Warden Eternal Tome right there. He needs this Town Hall to go down before the Warden ability wears off.
Uh-oh. Hang on. Okay, there it does. The bomb's not in range. Okay, that could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. It could have definitely, I think he did lose the one witch that walked right next to it, but he's going to be charging his way around with this Royal Champion, getting targeted by that cannon on the outside, unfortunately, but he doesn't have any more really troops to drop around, no more spells, so it's going to come around as this queen moves her way through, but she can't reach that single target Inferno, unfortunately.
She cannot. She still does have her ability, which she'll need to use here right about now. Nice timing on that one. Gonna have to try and go around the outside here. And, oh, with the jump spell, is actually going to be able to get in there and take down the scatter shot, but she's not going to have the time to get through that single target Inferno. That's actually going to be pretty disastrous for this attack here, Carbon.
Oh, wow. He still has the enemy king and Royal Champion still up on the top side. So this Royal Champion, his Royal Champion is going to get slowed down tremendously through this and get picked off by that single target Inferno. But it's going to come down to time. Does he have enough to take that down? He's going to get stalled up by those heroes. I don't know. With some storages to get through, this is not looking too good for Karma, but never count anyone out here.
You absolutely cannot. 92%, still an amazing attack here from Zombie Doom, but can he get where he needs to be in time? That single target Inferno, that will be the absolute bane of his existence with only 23 seconds left on the clock. He needs to take down this defending king, needs to take down these last few structures, but this is a pretty tall order, CarbonFin.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's going to have to get through these walls and the storage on the top side. The bowlers get the skip.
Oh, no.
I think he'll be able to get that storage, but he's not going to have the time unless this Grand Warden picks off the single. Wait a second. No! The Grand Warden got picked off right there. That's going to be another 99% for Zombie Doom. Wow.
It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. They have almost pulled off three triples in this war alone, but because of that, almost close is only good in horseshoes and hand grenades, and this is not those things. You need to get that last percentage. They could potentially be at a potential 13-star win at the end of this, but instead they are still behind in stars. This is disastrous, and now this creates an opening, an opportunity. If Tribe Gaming can get another 3-star here, it means that mathematically Zombie Doom cannot come back. Tribe will win this first war.
Yeah, if Tribe locks it up with this final triple, like you said, game one will go to Tribe, but it is the best of 3, which means Zombie Doom will definitely have another chance, but they are not out. They have, if it's not a triple here, they have to get a triple of their own, and they have percent by a mile at this point. But we're going to see the leader, Alexnos, coming in, and he's going to do a little bit of a queen charge into the Hogs. He does have the blimp, and he loves using the blimp with the Yetis. He's going to send it directly for that town hall, and let's see how much value he can get with the queen on the outside here.
Yeah, the Yeti bomb going to be coming on in here to start this off. This is like the second application of this, like I mentioned before. You want to go and either take down one of these key compartments or take down that town hall on the outside here with this anti-3-star base. And so far, queen charge starting things off. Yeah, I like a queen charge, man. This is like one of the strategies that when I started learning about Clash of Clans that I thought took so much skill, and I still believe it. I cannot wait to see what these top players do with this strategy.
Yeah, take note of Emery's base right here. Emery is running all multi-target Infernos. Take a look at this king. If that was a single target Inferno, that king would have been roasted way long ago. And a lot of times you tend to see a lot of single target Infernos to kind of stop those charges. This queen can charge her way right through this core, no problem. Doesn't have to worry about getting taken out anytime soon. And looks like the Royal Champion will help take down the enemy Royal Champion. He's going to pop the Warden ability perfectly through the Eagle, through a bomb tower, and the queen is charging her way through. This is looking really strong at this point.
That timing was absolutely flawless. Just completely denied the salvo from the Eagle artillery. The scatter shot's going to drop as well. Freeze a little bit light potentially on that one, but now if these Hogs can get through these multi-target Infernos with the heal spell, they absolutely will be able to. Giant Bomb going to slow it down a little bit. However, with the rage spell here as well, this is looking very good from Lexnos from Tribe Gaming. What did I talk about before this war started? A 3-star here would spell disaster, and this is looking like a pretty good way to get there.
Yeah, that queen helped take out that scatter shot, and this is looking really good. And he's got tons of hogs left with that Royal Champion ability, and he's got over 1 minute left for a cleanup at this point. Lexno is going to come in for Tribe Gaming, going to lock it up with this triple. We'll still see another attack from Zombie Doom, but it doesn't matter what's going to happen in the final attack. Lex comes in clutch for Tribe to get them that victory. But this is only game number 1, and it is a best-of-3 series.
He's going to swag these hero abilities, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, he can pop that Royal Champion ability, and it's going to take down those final structures. Woo! Beautiful attack right there from Lex, the leader of Tribe Gaming right there. Wow.
And with that, with 3 triples, Tribe Gaming locked themselves up this first war. We're still going to watch this last attack here from Zombie Doom because it was just so close. They have had 2 99% and a 100. I absolutely need to see this final attack, but me, oh my, did Tribe Gaming come to play. They're not joking around here. It is King Tut from Zombie Doom taking on Hex, but wow, what a war to start off this grand finals.
It's unbelievable. Now we're seeing in this next base that we do see 2 single target Infernos and only 1 a multi. We'll see how those end up affecting the raid later on. Drops the rage for the Town Hall. Gonna end up taking out the Royal Champion, looks like, and this Town Hall. Beautiful job. Usually we tend to see the rage spells, especially if there's a hero or if he needs to get a ton of defenses around, and he only does just kind of get that Town Hall there. So we'll see if he sets that value. The Queen is being used on the top side, E-Dragon as well, and we do have, I believe, is that all ground expos right now in the core here, and he's going to make his way around with the Yetis.
Oh, all right. I mean, they're going to get some value here. Again, we saw some of those expos not getting a ton of that earlier on with those Lalos coming in there, but this time around we'll be able to be applied into these Yeti bowlers. But we'll see how the usage of the freeze spells will be as we see the rest of this attack now starting to come in on the right side. Some witches as well to help support that. But the Eagle Artillery, you've got to take that down, and that jump spell is poised to allow his troops to do just that.
Yeah, the Yetis are going to make their way right into the core. Following this jump spell, that Eagle did quite a bit of work. Protects one of the healers through a Seeking Air Mine, but now he's going to get slowed down so much by the triple Ice Golem CC that came out. He's got some nice boulder bounces inside the core here. 1 more jump to use, and there is the Royal Champion on the outside of this base. It's not looking too bad as long as these Yetis and boulders can get through, but that single target Inferno is doing some work. That Royal Champion needs to take it down. There it is.
She does do that. Nice. Nicely done from King Tut with that Royal Champion on the outside. Still has the ability, still has the Royal Cloak as well, and still has a couple of archers. Maybe like to see those soon to be dropped on the outside to start to clean up these trash structures. But there's still a decent amount of this attack here in the core of the base, but it is that other single target Inferno that needs to go down, CarbonFin.
Yeah, that single target Inferno and his Queen did burn her ability. She jumps over to help take that single down. This is looking really good for King Tut here, actually. If this Queen can kind of aggro, but there's not too many point defenses left with some healers, I think he's got it for a 3-star for Zombie Doom, but it comes down. Wow, look at all these triples coming in. It was just unfortunate, those 2 99%. They could have had a 14-star war right there.
I cannot believe it. I was doing the math in my head as you said it. And I said earlier, I'm like, they are looking at a potential 13 star. That would have been crazy. That would have been insane. That would have been one of the best wars we've ever seen. Wow. It was almost a 13 to 12 here in the grand finals. This is, I think, the best Clash of Clans that we have seen yet in North America for the finals of the ESL Mobile Open. That was absolutely incredible to watch.
Yeah, look at that percentage too, 95 to 95%. It could not have been any closer. Those 2 99% were so close, which means Tribe Gaming is going to take game number 1, but it is a best of 3, so we will be going into game number 2. But unbelievable performance. This is the finals, and they are putting on a show here today. And that's going to wrap up game 1 here between Tribe Gaming and Zombie Doom. If you want to check out game number 2, go check out Echo's video. The link will be down in the description of this video here, and we'll see if Zombie Doom can force a game 3. If there is, me and Echo will do the live stream. We'll do the cast of it, so you guys won't miss that. But anyways, go head over to Echo's, go show some support, and make sure you subscribe over to Echo as well. Anyways, that's gonna wrap up the video here today. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe down below for the daily content, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. CarbonFin signing out. Peace.